Hello, everyone. Besides COVID-19, one of the hottest topics around the world today is cryptocurrency. Is the price coming up? Is the price coming down? Wait till you hear from our expert. My name is Richard Tan from Success Resources, one of the world leading educational provider. Every week, we will be making video on cryptocurrency. If this is a topic that you're interested in, and you want to know more about it, click below to subscribe to our channel and also click the thumbs up and the notification so that whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know about it. So today is another exciting video and contents about cryptocurrency. Now, over the last couple of weeks, everybody is getting nervous and excitement, starting from excitement and then getting nervous. Excitement because cryptocurrency hit the all-time highs. Bitcoin hit the all-time highs all the way to 64,000, and everybody was excited, everybody was glad, and everybody was amazed, you know. And then later on, Elon Musk made a tweet that Tesla no more except Bitcoin, and slowly and surely the Bitcoin price come down. Is that a reality? Is that a reality to it? So today we are very, very fortunate to have my friend, a leading #1 investment guru, Dr. Clemen Chiang, here to give you his insight on what's happening in the market. Now, of course, Bitcoin price has gone up and then it has gone down. It's now close to 30,000 US dollar per Bitcoin, all the way from the high of 64,000. Many analysts predicted that it will even continue to drop to $20,000. Dr. Clemen Chiang is a leading investment teacher and guru in our part of the world and perhaps in the whole wide world. So welcome, Dr. Clemen Chiang.
Thank you very much, Richard, for having me. I'm so honored to be in your program today, and we are talking really hot about Bitcoin, and you know there are some key fundamentals to assure our audience who are listening in today that do not freak out, do not panic unnecessarily. We're going to give you a fresh breath of air today.
Yeah, Dr. Clemen Chiang, I know that you have students all over the world, many thousands, tens of thousands of students all over the world, and many people has learned from you. As I mentioned that Bitcoin has continued to drop, the price has continued to drop. It's close to 30,000 right now, and many analysts predict that it will even continue to drop to $20,000. What is your take on this?
I think, first of all, Richard, we have to go through from the 1st of January this year, 2021, travel the time fast forward to today, which is in the month of June. Now, what we discovered is this. In the month of February, Elon Musk announced that he had bought up $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I did an estimate back then to understand perhaps what is the average price that Elon Musk acquired Bitcoin at. So we arrived at a really beautiful first set of numbers for all of audience here today. And the number is called 33333.
Wow, this is a coincidence.
We analyzed that. I think that's the average price. Tesla acquired Bitcoin, $1.5 billion, and that's the average price they paid for Bitcoin. Okay. And we can reverse engineer that price. So the first set of number 33333 is really a very, very important number. Now, the second set of number is this. As you said correctly, Bitcoin hit the all-time high 64,000. Right now, it dropped back to $33,000, $34,000 range. Now, what is the second set of number that we really need to monitor? And that is the average price paid by MicroStrategy and none other than Michael Saylor. And his price, the second set of numbers for all of our audience today is 25250. Oh. I repeat again, 25250.
Okay, you might want to write down 25250. Okay.
So right now, we are at a very, very important crossroad. Bitcoin has dropped very significantly over the last 2 days. In fact, it touched 31,000 The last time round, it touched 30,000. So everybody in the crypto space is saying that the moment it breaks below 30,000, we're going to get really hammered very badly. It will be a free fall. And according to the technicians, we call it the death cross. And death cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses below the 200-day moving average line. And we are just like, in fact, 5 days away from the event. So I just look at the charts and I say, okay, we got to mentally prepare for the third set of numbers ready. Here we go. First set, 33333. Second set, 25250. And the third set will be half of 25,000. That will be $12,500. And I'm seeing that if it breaks below 30,000, that's the next target price at $12,500. But the good news is this. The good news is it has never happened before in the previous Bitcoin halving event from day one that we always count. Meaning to say, in the third Bitcoin halving event, which was 12th of May last year, 2020, the average price was trading about 8888. Wow, that's the fourth set of numbers already. So if you look at 8888, that is the price cannot be broken one. Mission impossible. So if it touches 12,500, that is the point in time there will be a major bounce, super major bounce in the event it breaks below 30,000. So we got 3 categories of audience here today with us, Richard. The first category, if you bought Bitcoin above $40,000, perhaps the question you have on your mind is, what should I do? And that really depends on your risk-reward profile. In fact, anyone who bought above $40,000, my advice is that you should always have a stop limit order to handle the black swan event when it goes on a free fall. But in the event you forgot to take on the stop limit order, and right now you're looking at 33,000 from your above 40,000 price range, you start to breathe a little bit heavier. You start to constipate a little bit longer. And I want to encourage you and assure you that this is only for the short term. We always look at Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on the longer horizon. All right. Gone were the days where it's no longer, gone were the days where in the dark old days where it's like illegal, not recognized, but today is fully recognized by financial institutions simply by what we shared in our previous video, and that is the official IPO of Coinbase. So it's given it sufficient legitimacy already. So to sum it up, there are 4 prizes and there are 3 categories of people today that's listening in. First one, above 40,000, hang on for the ride. Second category, today you have not entered into Bitcoin yet. Look at the price right now. You have a really nice sweet spot, all right? Because Elon Musk's price is 33333. Any one of you can buy below Elon Musk's price. You are getting a very, very good discount right now with a billionaire backing you up. On the assumption that Elon Musk has not sold off yet, all right? On the assumption he has not sold off yet. And the third category of you, those of you who are seeking for really discounted price, then the next target you can look forward to is $12,500. That is when it goes on a free fall below 30,000. So I lay out all the options for everybody listening in right now. Richard, how do you feel about it?
I think you have given everybody an auction and the price resistance and price opportunity. Thank you very much. Now I want to just compare Bitcoin price to maybe one of the most successful company, Amazon.com, right? One of the largest company in the world. I note that today Amazon is very, very, very successful and the price is up there, way up there. But before Amazon hit this price of the stock, it has actually also very volatile, go up and down. In fact, it has dropped by 50%, and the most it's ever dropped was 85%. Now, do you see some similarity of the Bitcoin volatility versus some of the assets that people are very familiar with, such as gold and stock price? Is this considered normal, like just volatility of Bitcoin, normal as compared to, say, Amazon stock or even to gold?
Wow, that's a great question. And in fact, you highlighted and you pinpoint sharply into one of the greatest companies on planet Earth, that's Amazon. Now, three things to take away. We want to calculate how long it takes Amazon to become a $1 trillion market cap company versus Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin took only 12 years. Amazon took like more than double of 12 years to hit a $1 trillion market cap. Now, that says a lot about Bitcoin itself, all right? Meaning to say you have convinced much more number of people on board to acquire Bitcoin and then to keep it as a store value. So that is a very important first point. Second point is, back in the days of .com, the year 2000, in fact, Amazon stock price crashed. And we look at the stock chart of Amazon, it took Amazon 10 years just to break even. From the high price of 2000, it went down, hang out for 10 years, 2010, then it broke even. And right now, the stock price is above $1,000 per share. That's the reason why we are looking at a technology of blockchain that's so infant at its stage right now. Just like back in 2000, when everybody say you got to have a website, and we are looking at those .comers and saying, are you crazy? I have a retail shop, it's enough already. I don't need a website. But look what happened right now today, in the year 2021. Every single business out there, we need a website. Likewise, 10 years from now, every businesses out there, they need a blockchain, they need a place to store their value, and they need a treasury to include Bitcoins. So that's the second point. And the third point, which is really, really important and something for us to think about, is Jeff Bezos is going to fly to the outer space this month.
Yeah, together with, he's not going there alone. So that
he's going out with
us to be with
his best friend and his brother. Now,
yeah.
he's risking everything. Now, what can we learn from the third point? For the richest man on planet Earth, with so much wealth, so much resources around him, he's still taking risks today. A rocket flying up to the planet, anything could go wrong. But he says that, I want to be the first. That is the spirit we must have. When we look at cryptocurrency, when we look at investment, I call it, you only live once, YOLO. And if Jeff Bezos dare to fly up to the planet with his best friend and brother, risking everything, how about you today? Right? That 5-10 years horizon down the road for you to become a millionaire, holding on to a single Bitcoin is real, because that was shared by Cameron Winklesoft at the Miami Bitcoin event just happened this month. So great question, Richard. All about Amazon. We got so much to learn from him.
Okay, thank you for your sharing. Now I have the second question for you. Yeah, just now.
Second question.
Now, I received a few comments, right? From people around me and close to me. You see, the thing here is this: many people face the same predicament too. I believe, like our audience that is listening in or viewing this video, I believe that many people face the same predicament. Now they have learned about cryptocurrency, they have learned about Bitcoin, and then they took the courage to jump into cryptocurrency and bought some Bitcoin in April. Now many people are very demoralized, right? So if green, they got excited. Red, they become demoralized. And then red every day, they got demoralized every day. And one person said to me, he says that he would be grateful if he can sell and get out just to recover his principal. So question for you, Dr. Clemen, is that what would you suggest he do And what have you got to say to the people who are in the same situation?
Wow. And we really want to thank this person who wrote in about you not just want to get out in style, break even, and move on with your life. Now, I want to share with you my own journey as an investor over the last 20 years. In fact, when Facebook IPO, back then it was 2012, I was one of the largest investors from Singapore. I took part in the IPO, and let me tell you what happened on that day. Day one of trading, the stock price, in fact, the stock exchange crashed. The stock exchange crashed and the stock price crashed because none of us who bought can sell. Those who want to sell cannot buy. So it was a nightmare. Day 2, day 3, within 1 week, the stock price dropped by 50%. And that freaked out my bankers because apparently, according to my bankers, they told me that I'm one of the largest retail investor into Facebook IPO in Singapore.
Wow.
And it was affirmed by the fact that they start to organize a class action against Facebook. And they contacted me and say, Clemen, we heard about you. Can you become our lead plaintiff? I said, no. I don't want to become a lead plaintiff. You should look for a retirement teacher's fund so that the old teacher can go in front of the judge and cry a hell lot and confirm we'll win. So why am I sharing you this story is that it went down and my mind was thinking, do I want to just get out in style and break even and move on with my life? I say no. For the amount of pain, anguish, constipation, suffering that you're going through right now, let me encourage you, your harvest is due to come. Wow. You must think of a bigger picture than just break even. And I got out of Facebook at 100% profit. And right now, I should really double slap myself. If I hang on until right now, I'm going to get much more than 100%, right? But that is also just to prove a point. For the amount of pain and turmoil that you're going through, you calculate the time. Maybe you have to wait 5 months, 6 months. You always multiply that by 2. So let's say you go through hell for 6 months. You multiply by 2, 12 months. You're willing to wait for 12 months for you to reach at least 100% profit for compensating your suffering right now. So I want to encourage those of you, don't worry because you are worried because you are having a very short-term look, but we are having a really, really long-term look. That's the reason why Richard is organizing the cryptocurrency investment CIS version 2.0 to bring on board the world-renowned experts to share with you the insight. What are they actually exactly seeing on the big picture side of things? So that you don't lose sight of the vision. So that you don't just think about break even to move on with your life. You think about making minimum 100% or 10x return. Wow. That is the game plan.
Dr. Clemen, the example that you brought out really touches my nerve because I had put money in the bank, right? Singapore bank. They pay 0.5% per annum. Say, for example, they pay 1% per annum. And I have to wait 1 year to make that 1%. Now, so even if I wait 1 year to make 10% on cryptocurrency, it's still 10 times more than what I would have got if I had put my money elsewhere. So to wait for 1 year to make 100% is totally probably worth the wait. Yeah. So thank you so much for that example. Now, this is the third question for you. The last couple of days, Miami conference, Bitcoin conference over, and we hear many good news. And even before that, we heard that India, which originally banned cryptocurrency and trading, and there are news that they are not banning totally. In fact, they want to regulate it to make sure that it's legitimate, etc. And many parts of the world are doing the same thing. Government are doing the same thing. In fact, El Salvador, the president of El Salvador says that they are going to legitimate Bitcoin so that it becomes a legal tender currency in the country. Now, I read today also that beside El Salvador, Panama is considering that, Paraguay is considering that, etc. Now, so despite the above, where the Bitcoin price has gone down to 30 over thousand, are there any silver lining or good news you can share about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin?
So, riding on what you just shared with us, Richard, great point on this question, because first of all, the governments of the world have moved on from the idea of banning. You see, when a government bans Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, they are not really thinking straight and shrewd. Because what they should be thinking about is, how can I collect revenues from this very interesting asset class? So that's the reason why they realize that if I ban, I commit more resources, but there's no benefit to my national treasury. No money to be made at all.
Yeah, that's right.
And they move on to step 2 right now. Oh, instead of banning, why don't I tax those guys? And this is what President Joe Biden is thinking about right now. I want to tax any guy who has more than probably $10,000 worth of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And thereby, I increase my tax collection on the treasury side of the country. Then you go to step 3. The moment they go on this direction to regulate and to tax, congratulations, step 3, we have arrived at legitimacy. So the silver lining that we are really banking on within the next 3 to 6 months until end of this year is this. Are we ready?
Yes.
We are waiting for the approval by Securities Exchange Commission for Bitcoin ETF, Exchange Traded Fund.
Wow.
Now, this is huge because it means that the traditional ETF that holds the millions and billions and trillions of wealth of ordinary Americans can be deployed to buy into Bitcoin. Now, don't hang on for the ride just to break even, my friends. When this gets approved, bam! It is literally to the moon.
Wow.
I mean, to the moon. So that is the silver lining for this year. And there are like more than a dozen Bitcoin ETF application waiting. Everybody is waiting. And the best comment is that SEC Chairman Gensler is a very brilliant guy who taught blockchain in MIT. He will know how to navigate this. He will not be going against something that he has taught with passion in MIT that doesn't resonate. He will make it sure that ordinary folks will be protected, the government can collect money, and most importantly, they can go around catching criminals of the day, which they have done so recently. Yeah. They managed to take back the Bitcoin from the hackers. So that's great news.
Okay, good. That's very, very good. Well, with the ETF on the table, we will see, can I say, trillions of dollars coming into the Bitcoin.
Wow, yes, it's more than that.
Trillions of dollars coming in. Well, it will certainly make a big impact on the price of Bitcoin, right? Yes, good.
Yes.
The last question for you. We are going to organize the Cryptocurrency Investment Seminar 2.0. Now, when we organized the first Cryptocurrency Investment Seminar, CIS, we were met with overwhelming response. In fact, we have 40 of this seminar in all over the world, from Asia, Europe, and Middle East, etc. We were met with overwhelming response. So what is your comment for those who are interested in cryptocurrency to come to the Cryptocurrency Investment Seminar? Wow.
I want to give this very, very strong advice. The reason myself, for example, why I'm so passionate about Bitcoin in particularly, because I own one of the 100 limited pieces of Bitcoin watch in the world. And it's not just me. One shot, I represent my group. We bought out 12 of these watches out of the limited 100 in circulation in the world. And that's because why? I'm plugged into the community of hardcore blockchain folks, hardcore Bitcoin whales. And that's why I'm so passionate. I literally see people who don't have any more fiat in their bank account. They just live off cryptocurrency. Now, if you want to get into this level of passion and conviction and commitment, then jolly well, you got to register right now at the link below for the upcoming CIS version 2.0. And, you know, I told Richard many times, Richard, if not for you, what you done back then, 2018, 40 over seminars for the CIS. Let me tell you, every single thing said in 2018, the prediction has come true. And if you're going to miss right now for version 2.0, let me tell you, you're going to regret it. Because I already heard of rumors that Richard is going to bring on board world-class thinkers, visionaries who are going to share with us what they feel about blockchain, what they feel about Bitcoin pricing, and so on. And that's why you don't miss out. You need to plug into this community with us and feel the same level of passion and commitment and conviction so that you don't talk about break even anymore.
Yes, absolutely. So click the link below for more information and queue up for the cryptocurrency investment seminar. And you'll be the first to know when is it, where is it, etc. And more information. So is the Bitcoin price going up or is the Bitcoin price going down? Look out for our next video. We wish you wealth, health, and happiness in your life. Thank you, Dr. Clemen Chiang, for this, for your contribution to all our listener in this video.
And thank you, Richard, for having me. Thank you so much.
Okay, see you guys again in our next video.